I mean, your bitch is twat, getting it really hot in that silly spot they call it the G. Bitch, you better call it for me, cause when it come down to me, or when it come down to V, Lansky, ain't nobody really the king of the E, but I'm the prince of the golf, getting it all, flipping the soft, working it back to hard, cause bitch, be know when I'm raw, I don't even gotta try, I'm so helicopter high, better call a doctor and Waka Flocka, cause I could die, At any minute, I'm getting with it, no limit, you minute made like lemonade, never been afraid, I'm getting paid every time I hit the stage, I lyrically manipulate while you sit there making minimum wage, get in your cage, call you a monkey, junkie, flunky, bitch, I grew up in the country, you ain't about to sun me, nose get runny, every time I'm on too many perks, they be like, Fury, what are you talking about, you smoke too much perk, get that L twisted up, you know me, I rips it up, every time they be like, don't call him Fury, call him Mr. Fuck, that, I don't give a fuck, cat, I be rolling up blunts the size of baseball bats, what you call that, get your motherfucking jaw cracked, make 100,000 and be like, go where the mall at,
I fondly remember the first time I saw a Blind Fury freestyle. I was dumbfounded at what I was witnessing. He was an instant god in my eyes. This blind gentleman slouched over, sipping on a Bud Light, spitting completely insane lines while processing information at warp speed and then bringing sight to the sightless. I knew I had to get more of this absolute genius. To think this freestyle freak would have to completely improvise his lines or remember them constantly, he was leagues better than the likes of anyone I had ever seen. After more binge watching, I quickly learned he was on MTV and BET in various battle rap programs like Freestyle Friday on 106 & Park. Even with no cursing, drug references, and sexual innuendo, he was utterly destroying fake rappers. Everyone who stepped up to this legend was buried deep, as Blind Fury would be reading Braille while he's spitting, flicking away each rapper that came forward. He was and still is a massive inspiration to me and countless others. A man who is incredibly skilled while having serious disabilities and not letting them hold him back in the slightest, and in fact, using them to his advantage. Much like every other legend, however, there's a story behind the man himself, so let's get into the history of the man, the legend, Blind Fury. Blind Fury was born in Lugoff, South Carolina on October 10, 1984, named Stephen Norris. He was destined to have a difficult life straight out of the womb, as he was born with several defects, among which was spina bifida, which meant for him that he was born blind and missing one eye. It's clear that over the years, Fury has maintained relative silence about his personal life, and he prefers to keep it as private as possible. Little is truly publicly known about Norris's early life, but it is said that his mother was considering giving up on him, but through her love for her son, her perseverance, and the grace of modern medicine, over time he would undergo numerous surgeries to correct as best as possible all the medical problems that plagued the young boy. The legend continues that as he learned to walk around age 3, he would be introduced to the beauty of rap music, and the sounds really kicked the switch in the young boy's brain. His mother, who remained the primary motivation for Fury, would make the young legend attend a public school instead of a school for the blind. He says he believes that it would have been better for his success to be taken care of by professionals who were equipped to deal with his disabilities. However, this decision was said to help toughen up the young Fury, so to speak, and prepare him for a world that wasn't catered to his disabilities. This grand and maybe even risky move proved to be a huge success, as Fury would acclimate to his difficult surroundings and would be exposed to the world as real as it got. Out of all the private parts of Fury's life, he talks the most about growing up and how his mother wouldn't let him use his disabilities as a crutch. Even though this could be seen as a cruel way to raise a child, Norris has made it clear that he appreciates it, and the lessons and experiences he went through growing up and coming up that led him to the man he is today. As he got older, he adopted the moniker of Blind Fury. It's unclear specifically when the young Padawan would begin referring to himself as such, but we know it was in his early development. It's said that Fury and his friend Frank Wiz were trying to come up with a good name for him to rap under. The name obviously extends from his primary disability, his blindness. He would go on to teach himself to play piano and loving the tune of music while finding inspiration in artists like Bone Thugs-n-Harmony, Scarface, Busta Rhymes, and Cypress Hill. He would constantly be making up lines in his head. It was here that the legend of Blind Fury was born. He would showcase his talent at a local club in South Carolina where he would be discovered and realized by DJ Mello. After graduating high school in 2003, the young Blind Fury would use his connection with Mello to find a spot within a company they formed with another friend called Three Wise Men Entertainment. It was around this time that Fury would drop a few mixtapes that would see moderate local success, but it wasn't until he got picked up by MTV and made a grand appearance on the live Rockefeller MC Battle. When MTV brought Blind Fury on for their program Rockefeller MC Battle, it turned into one of the greatest and worst moments in his career. It was amazing because the world would cordially be introduced to the absolute beast. He would continue to slay rappers until the battle with Swan. This is where the tournament was totally robbed from the man in what one could only call one of the worst hot takes in rap battle history. The judges called the match in favor for the weak Swan. While it may be understandable for the time of 03, it still remains such a bad call. Take a look at this clip and you be the judge.
Y'all ready? Yo, check it. Where you gonna see the shelves? Somebody get Santa on the phone and tell him that he lost one of his elves. He about to piss his drawers. He's so small he can stand up and kiss my balls. That's how it is. I think I saw this guy in the movie. Hey honey, who shrunk the kids? A brawl is something you don't wanna get in. Hey dog, I probably got a condom he can fit in. And even if he do win this time, I'ma just wait outside and rob this guy blind. That's right, I'm sicker than you. I ain't never seen the guy that was as little as you. Stop.
Yeah, it's your boy Blind Fury, bad taste in the building, homeboy. Check it. Yeah. The DJ told you your flow was nice. Homeboy, use a fake ass Obi Trice. Yo, I really hate your flow. 7 mouths is how much fabric it took to make your clothes. Yo, I hear it all in your rhymes, but homeboy, I thought Chubb Rock was already signed. You really need to stop bugging. I told you before, I'll be slanging the pipe to your sister and cousin. Yo, I'm sicker than the oven when I'm staying in the kitchen. You need to play your position before I spray everything and I'll never be missing. Blind Fury on the track, I just thought I would miss it. You don't want Blind Fury to spit when it comes to you.
The guy completely slays, while the big oaf Swan can only rap about his disabilities. Sure, he had more direct disses, and it is a rap battle, but he is clearly the much weaker rapper. It's plain to see who won here. Either way, because of how the match turned out, or not, the world wouldn't see much of Fury until he made his ultimate comeback on BET's 106 & Park Freestyle Fridays in 2010 and 2011. This was such a momentous occasion for Blind Fury's career. There are so many clips of him utterly slaughtering rappers while exposing himself as one of the greatest freestylers of all time. He could sing, rap, and always had an aura about him as he waved his hand like a rap wizard, casting lyrical spells on those who listened to them. Fury would completely embarrass his enemies as he slang painful bars left and right, and even had the support of Chris Brown and P. Diddy in front of his foe.
Look, we a long way from Paris, but I'ma put you on the last train. Your first battle with Fury gonna be your last, man. Let me save us all a little bit of time. I'm blind, so now you gotta think about your rhymes. Put all the corny lines in them lame-o jokes, man. How they let this clown escape from Oakland?
Of course, the young Fury was blind, and so he couldn't really use his opponent's physical features, yet still managed to decimate with every line. On one occasion, he even used a line that perfectly attacked the looks of one Blaze. Check it out.
The truth about Blaze's audition. You only hit cause BT felt sorry for you. They got me battling a bootleg Barney Rubble. Check it out, I look like Fred Flintstone, you can't.
This time around, in the rap battle circuit, he was unstoppable and would go on to become the undefeated champion, beating Moon in the final battle. These clips remain among my favorite displays of Blind Fury's rap prowess, and he really makes it look effortless. Enjoy this montage I made of his best raps from the Freestyle Friday days. Skip to the next chapter if you don't want to see it.
Yo, once upon a time, there was a wannabe goon. He grew up in Plainfield, and his friends call him Moon. Nah, let's be honest, his friends call him Ernest, and I ain't had to go to Jefferson High to learn this. The only thing we got is hunger for the bread. Keep following your idol, and you're gonna be ahead. And keep battling with me, you're gonna end up dead. And I ain't gotta yell at you, you heard what I said. And while we on the subject, do something with your breath. You rapping to the blind, you ain't spitting to the deaf. And I'ma tell you, son, your raps is all soft. Like Jada, I can go and walk off. You wanna do that, you wild as me. You get smoked, son, I got more styles than Pete. Yeah, and you won't get a KO like Ace. From all them cats you saying you punched in the face. For real though, I'm a hard act to follow. I had a turkey burger burger, you was eating McDonald's. Homie, did you enjoy your kids' meal? Now you got this by me, you know how it feel. Another one, here's another one, here's another one, K9's another one, yeah, here's another one, hey yo, check it, listen, I'm about to show you where the blind jokes get you, I promise it's about to feel like a cyclone hit you, you call yourself K9, I'm a beast, grinding your teeth and your rhyming is weak, you're trying to be G, keep that neutral, change your name from K9 to Dog Doodle, I do it too, leave it like Roman noodles, you couldn't rhyme hot as Mike Watts chopped and screwed. Yeah, and take that back to Texas. I'm off the chain like I snatched half your necklace. I eat rap cats for breakfast. Hope you don't forget it. You can go catch the message. Yo, the way I'ma rip this track is gon' prove to y'all that K9's garbage. I rip everybody. Y'all put me up against cause I'm the hardest. You should've went ahead and quit in the first round. Took a minute to yourself and written the verse down. You finna get hurt, clown. See, we know that. This boy sound like a Lil Kiki throwback. You from Texas, but I'm Slim Thuggin'. Chopping down rappers, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. That's right, shout out to my little cousin. Y'all already know I'm freestyle Friday and straight buggin'. Yeah, and still shouting out my Twitter and smoking K9 like a swisher. Hit his little sister, she want my autograph, y'all already know. So I went and got a half. What up to the freshmen? Hey, lo, hey, yo, hey, look, the Fury's in here. I'ma make John O disappear, cause I'm not sure he's really clear on his career. What you talking about, homie? I ain't battling the freshmen. Everybody that's with you is some tag-alongs and freshmen. Really wanna talk how I'm killing with the blind. Everybody be wanting to see me killing with the prime. I'ma come through and I'ma get them on my mind. Everybody wanna see me in the city and I'ma grind. Yeah, you probably a little more female than Roxy. I get it popping like Oxy. You gon' see me in the lobby. Sorry, you really wanna see me on that 106 hit. One more lick, one more tick, then one more flip. Everybody know I'm about to hit one more trick. Yeah, what you really want to talk about that? I'm ill, boy, I really get it poppin' just like a pill, and I'm kind of big like Shaq O'Neal. What?
Following Blind Fury's success on BET, he would go to the studio to start recording and producing an album of his own. By 2014, it was done, and Fury's debut release would be entirely independently produced and recorded. In true Blind Fury fashion, he really did everything independently by himself. He came up with his own skills and was about to really show the world what he's got. The album was called Yaga, which stands for Young and Gifted Always, which by this time was another one of Blind Fury's trademarks, and he often shouted it during his appearances on 106 & Park.
Mr. Yaga.
The album has a few features, most notably of which is Tech N9ne and Y'all Ain't Ready. He completely holds his own with Nina, even when rapping with the man can be, and has been, career-ending. Overall, the album is a pretty good introduction to the Fury. Its main showcase is not just how talented Blind Fury is, but also that he was totally capable of doing it all independently, the industry be damned. The man has remained pretty silent about things in this regard, but there is no doubt he was being offered the world following his 106 & Park success. He was probably rejecting offers left and right just so he could go on to show the world how he didn't need any co-signers. After the release of Yaga, he would continue to do the regular promo circuit and made appearances on Shade 45's Sway in the Morning and Charlemagne the God's Breakfast Club to speak about himself and draw attention to his new release. With this new step in his career, it represented a big shift from where he was with rap battling. Furthermore, with the rap battle scene being as confining as it is, Blind Fury had to come up with a new approach to his image and place within the industry. Just as we had already seen, Blind Fury was beginning to fade again. He would keep grinding the local circuit and working his craft on social medias. However, it seemed that especially in regards to battle rap, the hype had worn off, and unfortunately for Fury, one way or another, he was tied to that scene and style, all due to his success on 106 & Park. It wasn't all bad though. BET gave Fury the exposure he needed to find longevity in the industry. He would cash in on this longevity too, as he started regularly streaming and freestyling on his streams on YouTube. In the years between 2014 and 2019, he would post semi-regularly to his YouTubes and other social medias, amassing over 2 million followers on his Facebook alone. He would also be regularly featured on various other rappers' projects, and various exclusive videos of random Blind Fury freestyles would also surface around the internet during this period. This all represented a grand shift in Blind Fury's career, a reinventing of himself, a way to distance his image from rap battles and more towards freestyling and songwriting. He would rarely, if ever, be caught doing another rap battle again, unless it be for exclusive events or something. Instead, at this time, Blind Fury would focus on his freestyling, and this is where his greatest performances would be crafted, like my favorite, the Back Porch freestyle that began this video, and the now widely known I Pop Beans freestyle having garnered millions of views across YouTube and TikTok. This period of Blind Fury's career has continued to now. He has successfully reinvented himself based around musical and lyrical prowess and freestyling, which was very different from where he began. This was all for the better, and from 2020 leading up to now, his content output would drastically increase. Just as he had done in the past, in true Blind Fury fashion, he resurfaced with an absolute bang. He linked up with his man T. Keith and started regularly streaming and making music. The quality was spot on at this time too, with the new studio that they built. They also ended up rebranding under 3NT Productions. It was all that a Blind Fury fan could dream of. The content just kept coming, and still to this day, some of his most hilarious and skillful performances come from this stage in the Fury legacy. From bangers like Booga Suga and All Alone, to incredibly funny covers like Meth Pipe Rolls and Ice Ice Baby, Blind Fury further showcases his pure talent in music.
If you want some powder for your nose, then you gotta come out of your clothes.
Bro, they gon' cancel the fuck out of me.
Hey bitch, if you want some powder for your nose, then you gotta come out of your clothes.
Something got a hold of me tightly while everybody be sleeping nightly. Will I ever stop? Yo, I don't know. I've been up 3-4 days in a row. To the extreme, I rock a mic like a vandal. Ran out of power and so I'm lighting up candles. Dance, cause I be on tweak every damn day of the motherfucking week. That's why I don't ever get no sleep, and I lost my bottom in my top front teeth. Yeah, yo, you know the shit deadly, and I already know what they tell me, but I don't care, you know it's not a problem. I just close the blind and I start to rollin'. Motherfucking bowl. What? I'm smoking ice, baby. I'm smoking ice, baby.
While he is widely known for his rapping, he was and is fully capable, and in fact great at singing too. He really is an absolute powerhouse of talent, and the added bonus to this new content funnel was that new fans got to experience more of Fury's raw personality, which he has in spades, as one would expect. He even at one point in 2021 had a fellow freestyling legend, Harry Mack, on his stream. All the new content has proved to be one of the best moves in Fury's career. His fanbase is larger than ever before, and he keeps them all sustained with the amazing freestyles and songwriting. At this point, there is an insane amount of Blind Fury content for one to consume on the internet, and I would encourage anyone to give them a follow and tune into some streams. During this time as well, the legend would continue producing albums independently, with his most recent release coming out this year in 2022 named Cool Kids, that's with a K. No matter which way you spin it, Blind Fury has aged like fine wine. He only gets better and better at his craft as he gets older, and it's been a trend that we get more and more of him at the same time. This man is going down in history as one of the best freestylers and songcrafters of all time. His come up was so explosive, but for some reason or another, Blind Fury couldn't ride the wave from 106 & Park like he might have expected. However, since 2020, he's been a content powerhouse, and fans now get the full Blind Fury experience, indulging in all the new content. He's come a long way from his tragically stupid loss to Swan on MTV. It was a real pleasure to watch him totally embarrass rappers on 106 & Park, and his album Yaga was a sign of things to come. Fast forward to now, and he's probably more relevant than ever with his regular streams and album releases. If you've been sleeping on Blind Fury, you're really missing out on some quality content and some real legendary talent. His skills in the face of incredible adversity has been inspirational to not only me, but millions of others since I first laid eyes and ears on the god. There's no stopping this guy as he continues to prove and lay down his legacy for years to come. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey through the life and career of Blind Fury. Let me know what you think down in the comments, leave a like if you enjoyed the mini documentary, and a dislike if you didn't, and I'll see you next time. Take care.